Hi guys, welcome to a 10-minute mashup. This game is an absolute, now I know I say this over and over and over and over again, but this game is an absolute stonking classic. Now, it's hard to believe, but there's probably quite a lot of video gamers, probably anybody, I don't know, under the age of 30, who are probably not aware of this game, Boulderdash. Now, if you're watching this video, well, if you're not watching it, you're not going to hear me talking, so that's a pretty stupid thing to say, Alan. But anyway, yeah, if you're watching this video and you're looking at the graphics for this game, you're thinking, is this guy for real? I mean, these graphics are shit. Now, you know what? You would probably be right. But this game, it says it came out in 1984. I got it on the Commodore 64. This is on the Atari 8-bit. This is actually running on my Atari 8-bit. It's not on an emulator or anything. It's its rightful home, the Atari 8-bit. Boulderdash, it's one of these games. It's got, I wouldn't say it's got shit graphics. It's got very, very basic graphics, but it's one of the most compulsive, addictive games you could ever hope to play. Now, if you've never ever played this game, do yourself a favour. Go and download an Atari 8-bit emulator. There's lots of them out there, dead easy to find. Download yourself a copy of Boulderdash and play this. This is absolutely superb. I can't actually believe I'm not doing a mashup of it. So anyway, enough twatling by myself. Let's crack on. Now, the idea of the game, you control this little character. Oh bollocks, it's not even. Come on, how do I start it? Bear with me, how do we start the game? How do we start it? I'm just resetting it there, that's not very good. Is that me now? Hey! Yeah, you control this little character on the top left of the screen. I don't know what he is, he's called Rockford. He famously became the Zap 64 sort of mascot. Now, Zap 64 was an absolutely cracking magazine for the Commodore 64. So yeah, they kind of hijacked Rockford. But he's the character you control. Now, the idea is you're in a cave. All that brown stuff is mud. Now, by the way, I do apologise now to anybody that knows this game. You're probably thinking, why are you telling me what I know? But there's going to be a lot of people out here who've probably never even heard of this game, let alone even seen it. So yeah, you're this little character. The idea is, you'll see at the top there, you've got to try and collect, is it 10 gems? Now, I think the 12 at the top left, I think that's the number of gems that are actually on this screen. I think 10 is the number you need to actually collect to then open the portal to allow you to move to the next screen. Now, what's very clever about this, you can eat all the dirt just by moving through it. You can push rocks. Now, when you walk underneath a rock, you'll see there the rock falls. Now, if you happen to be underneath a rock when it hits you, you instantly die. So you need to move out of the way. So yeah, now you'll see there at the top in the middle, counting down. I've got 73 seconds to get to the end, so I can't hang about. I've been talking for too long. So you need to kind of plan your strategy. There's a lot of physics going on here in this game. You need to make sure that you're not going to... Now you'll see here when I come down, the rocks are chasing me, so obviously you need to make sure you're not underneath when you eventually hit the ground. Now, you can stand adjacent to a rock, hold the fire button down and move. Yep, now you'll see there, I've now the screen flashed, which means you have got all the rocks. You've got all the gems required. There's still some extra gems there which I'm going to mop up because I've still got 30 odd seconds. It's one of these games, again, it looks quite easy, but it can go horribly wrong very quickly. One false move and it's curtains. But I played this game a lot when I got on the C64. I can remember getting it and I was thinking, this is crap. I mean, look at it's not even smooth movement, it's like it's moving in 8 pixel kind of jumps. And you see there, now I'm going to blame the joystick. I'm using a QuickShot 2 and it's slightly oversensitive. It seems to move on its own sometimes. Right, I've noticed I appear to have started a 2-player game, hence the reason I'm now on this level, so I can just I don't have to stop and explain it. So yeah, let's get all the gems. But seriously guys, if you've never played this game, go and get an emulator and play it. Even better, get yourself an Atari or a Commodore 64. Now the C64 version is very, very, very similar. I would just say it looks a wee bit nicer on the Atari. I couldn't even see the scrolling's any better. I mean, the scrolling has got, you get to the edge of the screen and it sort of pushes it like so. It is also in the Spectrum. I was never a fan of it in the Spectrum. I always felt it looked pretty rubbish compared to the C64 one, but that's just me being a bit of a snob. But it's still a great game in the Spectrum, nevertheless. Now, you get other baddies, which you'll see in a wee minute. So I need to be careful here. You'll see there I need to collect, is it 10 gems I think, is it? Nothing there. I'm going to turn the sound up. Not that there's a great deal of sound to really listen to, but... Now these things there, you touch them and what they'll do is they'll follow you, but then they'll kill you as well, so there's nothing to be gained by letting him out, so I'll just leave him be. If I was to eat one of the bits of dirt, then he would follow me, so nothing to be gained at all, so let's just collect the gems. What I used to do when I played this in the C64, I was quite fascinated with all the whole sort of like rocks falling. I actually used to eat all the dirt, and, no point to that, but it's quite good fun. Now that there indicates an extra life, I believe. Now you can see there I can't get through, so what I need to do is open up a gap. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stand here like so and just hold the fire button in, and you can push the rocks like so, but it takes a wee while for them to kind of get the speed. I've now got all that sort of explosion noise or gunfiring sound, whatever you want to call it, indicates I've now got all the things. Now you can see here I've got a rock on top of me. If I run down, don't believe it, my finger slipped off the joystick. Unbelievable. What an absolute twat. Now, I could be clever and edit that bit out, but you know me. You get what it says in the tin. I really need to get myself some better joysticks. I was never a fan of QuickShot joysticks, I have to say. They're just too, I don't know, I'm just not really, it's too clicky. What was interesting, I was looking at my favourite joystick ever, which I got with my C64, was called the Wico Boss. It was called the Boss. Now Wico were an American joystick company, and this thing had a massive base, and it had this huge big shaft, misses, with a button on top. And this thing was more like an analog stick. I mean, it was a digital joystick, but the movement, you had to push it like, I don't know, an inch to get it to move like this. I'm going to try and demonstrate it this time. Yep, run down, there you go, into the exit, and Bob's your auntie. But yeah, this Boss joystick, I was looking, there's a website of somebody has very cleverly and kindly scanned a lot of Argos catalogues going back from 1972. I can't believe that Argos actually started in 1972. But I was looking, and it was the 1983 or 1984 edition, and there was a Wico Boss joystick for sale. I think it was $9.99. What is interesting is when you look at the price of computers, I mean the computers then were, you know, 150 quid, and now you're getting a Spectrum for like 20 quid, you know. Now this one here requires a bit more thought. You've really got to think carefully about what you're going to do, because it's all too easy to actually box yourself in. And that is something you don't want to do. Now that probably didn't actually help me at all. Oh, I thought I'd boxed myself in there. Lucky enough I can get out of there. Now time is of the essence, so I can't afford to hang about too much. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run up here, and now I can get in and get this little gem. But it is stupidly addictive, and believe you me, when you die, the first thing you want to do is get right back in and try again. Right, what's next? That was silly. That was very silly. Okay, I can get that. I've got 45 seconds. I'm going to have to get a move on. If I'm hoping to get this. $30 seconds to go. Ah no, I don't believe it. Shite. I'm going to be lucky if I can. Ah no, 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 no. I can't get into that, can I? Look, can I get in? I am a twat. Bollocks. Out of time. That was stupid, yeah. So you have to think about what you're doing here. Whoa, just looked at the time there. It's actually 12 minutes. Let's just go for this level once more, guys. But you know what? I'm going to die. So we can go back to the level again. Let's have one last crack at this. Right, okay, it doesn't start until you press the fire one. I've got an extra life there, I see. Right, okay, let's not hang about, but at the same time, as I've just demonstrated, you have to be, you've got to be aware of what you're doing here, because it's far too easy, like I've just demonstrated, to make a complete arse of things. Like that. There's some fantastic screens later on where you've got, like, you know, you've got to try and dig in, you release a boulder and you get, like, in fact there's later on, unfortunately I'm not going to get to show you this, you get to a level where there's a wall which basically turns rocks into diamonds, and you release this this big pile of rocks and you've just got literally thousands and thousands of let's go and die again. Bang. Yeah, you get this thousands and thousands of gems. It's great. It's a fantastic game to play. It really is. Right, this time. So it's the movement is responsive enough. It's the bloody fire button seems to be a bit sluggish. Sometimes you think, just when you think I'll go down here, before you know it there's a bloody rock heading towards you, so you need to be very, very careful. Okay, right, let's have a look. Nothing there. And a lot of times you make the wrong move and you only realise it at the point you've made it, and at that point it's too late to do anything. Right, I'm going to make sure I don't go blocking myself in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make sure there's no chance of blocking myself in. But it's sometimes easier said than done, and before you know it, you've made a wrong move and it's curtains. Right, I think I've got one gem to get. Yeah, it's there. Hey, right, you know what, we need to do this next level, don't we? Right, now this one here, these baddies, if they touch you, then it's curtains. But what you have to do here is you actually have to smash them with rocks, and they turn, when you smash them, they turn into gems. So you'll see here what happens. Am I talking? Wow! Yep. When they touch you, they explode. Right, I'm going to just die here. And when they explode, they turn into gems. So yeah. Oops. Okay, have I got one more life, I think? Yep. But it's an incredibly simplistic looking game. But as I've said, it's brilliant. Now you'll see here, my instincts, not my instincts, my movement and reaction time is certainly not what it was. Anyway guys, listen, that's enough. That's almost 20 minutes. That's Boulderdash, and it's by First Star, and this is on the Atari 8-bit. It's also on the Spectrum and Commodore 64. But if you want the real deal, play it on the Atari 8-bit. There were other versions that came out for other computers. I think the Commodore Amiga and that kind of got sort of later versions, but they're crap. This is a spiritual home, so go check it out, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and as usual, thank you very, 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 very much for watching.